starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for the Rockets, inside Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And it's Shepherd in at the 1. With the postseason in our sights now, what's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Grant?
I'd argue both, BA. I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs.
Now here's Edwards. Boy, he just disappeared against Philadelphia. They needed him. Randall outside. Outside, DiVincenzo, just 4 to shoot. Randall, a screen on Thompson. Edwards, no good. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Houston. Inside, here's Smith. And he buries his first look.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Now here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Edwards. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Edwards against Durant. Smith outside. There's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Smith's got 5.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Randall, a screen on Thompson. And here's Edwards outside. Fires in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Thompson. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Here's Durant. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Randall. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Thompson against Edwards. Here's Smith. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 7.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Well, you always want high field goal percentages from the bigs. These are the best at efficiently putting the ball in the bucket. Rudy Gobert on top.
He just looks in control and confident on the offensive end, not rushing anything, and as a result, he's shooting a high percentage from the field.
Timberwolves trail by 6. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense. He's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Brian, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The free throw dropped for Randall. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Durant, a great scorer, averaging almost 26 a game. Randall outside. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Edwards against Thompson. Edwards can't hit.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Here's Durant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Free throws good from Durant. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, BA, most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Houston leading by 6. Şengün with it, still without a bucket. Outside Durant, launches it. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Randall. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, Julius Randle, we know this, loves to finish despite being fouled. This guy will play through contact, no problem.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
The line for 1.
And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, BA, that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Edwards. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. 3-point lead. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Pass to Shepherd. Here's the teardrop. That's good from Durant on the assist by Shepherd. Durant's got 9.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Now DiVincenzo hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Gobert with a screen on Smith. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Thompson finds Durant. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3. He's got 12.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
DiVincenzo pass to Randall. Here's the 3. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. Houston leading by 8. Pass to Smith. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. The 3, DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
All right, Doris, let's talk for a moment about Rudy Gobert's defensive IQ.
Let's begin, BA, with his communication on that end. It's an undervalued aspect of defensive performance. Then you talk about his ability to be a rim protector, to be able to rotate in defensive help. There is a reason he has won the Defensive Player of the Year as many times as he has.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. You know, BA, even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Left side read. Pass to Gobert. Eason against Edwards. Outside read. The 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Rockets lead by 7. Durant surveying the D. They double team Durant. Screen by Capella. Durant's shot is off. And for Minnesota, they're shooting about 40% in the early stages of this game. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Beyond the arc. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Thompson outside. Outside Durant. Oh, sweet move. And he takes it up and lays it in. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
McDaniels passes to Reed. McDaniels, a screen on Green. Back to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. McDaniels a screen. Dosunmu for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Eason finds Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. McDaniels inside. Durant's there. McDaniels passes to Dosunmu. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Outside Reed takes the three, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. They defeated Utah in their last game.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Houston making some changes. Halper and Şengün's checked in for Capella. Okogie comes in for Durant, and it's Davison in for Thompson. And then for Minnesota, Julius Randle's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels, and it's Highland in for Anthony Edwards. There's a minute 17 left to play in the first, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. And let's turn to the league leaders now and check out which teams are tops in rebounding this season. The Rockets, number 1.
And I love how active they all are on the glass. When a shot goes up, this team takes a game rebounding approach to tracking down their boards.
Finney-Smith's checked in for Houston. And the Timberwolves with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Outside Highland. Reed for 3. Drains the triple. Reed's got 6 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Şengün. Now Easton. He's guarded by Highland. That's good from Easton. On the assist by Şengün.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Houston. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
And it was an entertaining game, but hard to win when you're inconsistent.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
That's their first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 1, Jeff Green.
And that one misses. The Timberwolves trail. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Reed. 5 on the clock. Clark left side. The 3. Eason pulls it in. Pass to Şengün. Here's Okogie. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Now it's a 4-point Houston lead. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Randle at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Clark in at the 3. Here's Okogie, following the score by Minnesota. Şengün, a screen on Highland. To the inside. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Rockets lead by 4.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Pass to Randle. Over Green. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Inside. Stolen by Reed. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Şengün.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Or something everybody likes about Naz Reid is his energy. It's infectious.
This is why the fans love him. And what I admire most about Naz, yes, he's been effective off the bench. He's been able to fit into any lineup. Every year the coaching staff comes in and says, I'm not sure where he fits, and Naz finds a way to carve out a role. Big jelly in the house.
Well, the beauty of someone like Naz Reid, he's proven already in his career, you can bring him off the bench to great effect, or if you need him to be a step-in starter, he's equally capable.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Now here's Finney-Smith. Yet to see a basket. For three. Randall pulls down the board. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. This one for three. Knocks down the triple. Randall's got 13 now.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Pass to Şengün. Watch out for Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, when you think of all the skilled big men in the league, Şengün is among the best. The kind of player you can run an offense through.
And he sinks the second. And Minnesota has possession. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Clark for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Now here's Şengün. Pass to Green. Releases. Good. And the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game.
You can always see the awareness that Şengün has with the ball. Knows exactly where his teammates are going to go.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Guys?
He is on the rise. Thank you, Allie. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Houston making some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Green. And it's Amin Thompson in for Okogie. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. There's the triple. Knocks down the long K. Finney-Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat behind the arc.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
That's what we call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
Highland, the pass to Edwards. From outside, off the mark.
He started the game scorching minutes from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
On the wing, Finney-Smith. Up top, Durant. Guarded by Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The 3 ball. Durant, no good.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. With the crossover, and it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, what a pretty dribble move by Julius Randle. That handle is tight.
Outside Eason. Pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Randall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 1-point Houston lead.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Here's Durant. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Durant's got 16 points.
Now forget the analytics. If KD's shooting it, I'll take it all day.
Randall outside from the arc. Can't get that one to go. Now he's 8 for 13. The Rockets lead by 3. Here's Thompson, and he gets it to go. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Here's Randall over Finney-Smith. Randall, good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've led by as much as 10. Şengün finds Durant. Houston working the ball around. Şengün, the screen. Thompson in the post. He's guarded by Highland. Here's Durant, making it look easy inside. Durant.
Well, there's a reason Kevin Durant is finding the basketball late in the clock, because he's proven he can make those shots under pressure.
Here's Randall. Baseline try. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
Eason, pass to Thompson. Outside, Finney-Smith. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Highland. Right wing. Randall inside. Finney-Smith's there. Count that bucket. And it's now only a 1-point Rocket lead.
The guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
To the paint. Here's Şengün. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Shepard comes in for Eason. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Randall. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. That free throw good from Şengün.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. All right, let's take a chance to showcase the top setup men at the small forward position in the NBA this year. In the third spot, Kevin Durant.
The selfless attitude of this group of wings is a breath of fresh air. I mean, they're all about doing what's best for the team.
Well, you see plenty of that when any of these guys are on the floor. They're each very good at keeping their options open, trying to find the best possible shot on every trip, and no individual agendas. That's crucial.
Now here's McDaniels. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Back to Reed. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Shepard. The Rockets lead by 4. Here's Smith. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Edwards, no good.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
Capella. And the layup falls. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And inside, Capella knows how to throw his weight around, getting physical to get past the contact.
DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. Smith with the rebound.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Capella against Gobert. Capella can't get it to go.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 11 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Outside Reed, back to DiVincenzo. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Houston leading by 6. Capella, screen on McDaniels. Takes a step back. Smith outside. Pass to Shepard. Outside Durant. Capella inside. DiVincenzo covering. Smith no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. To stop the drought. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Screen by Capella. Up top Durant. McDaniels covering. DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Pass to Shepard. There's a minute 34 left in the second period. McDaniels against Durant. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot. Timberwolves trail by 4. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Pass to Reed. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3. Reed's got 9.
Yeah, first quarter, he's dropped 2 threes. Now he has another to his credit.
Here's Durant. He had 25 points in the win against Utah.
Then let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And just so active for his size, Capella is hard to guard.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Line for 2. Capella.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Capella.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
Capella hits them both.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Shepherd. Banked it in off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepherd, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
Edwards looking for an opening. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Edwards taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Edwards. And so a close game as we wrap the play. Rockets ahead. They lead by 3. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us on the offensive glass. So keep them off the glass, make them beat us from the perimeter, and I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Amazing stats from your pocket bar. Arena Entertainment.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
This is where your ball movement really helps you. Against this defense, you cannot afford to just be stagnant.
Kenny, that's a good game plan.
That's it, Shaq? That's your full analysis?
Okay, good game plan, Kenneth.
Okay, then. And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. All right, fellas, we've got a question from Crossover Zeddy. Shaq is the Diesel. Kenny is the Jet. Why doesn't Ernie have a nickname?
Ernie does have a nickname. It's EJ.
Those are just initials, Shaq.
Oh, like MJ?
I still don't think that's a nickname, but I think we can all agree EJ is the MJ of Studios.
And you could just call me the Elevator.
Ooh, Elevator Ernie.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Julius Randle has been sensational.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
The Rockets lead by 3. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Thompson out there with Shepherd, and it's Şengün in at the 5. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
DiVincenzo with it. He's scoreless. Here's Randle. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randle gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
Now Thompson. Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Shepard. DiVincenzo covering. 5 to shoot. There's the three. And it's Shepard missing.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Now here's Durant. 20 points for him. The Rockets with another miss.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Back to Randle. Pass to Gobert. Down low. And it's Randle with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Houston has gotten nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Thompson scanning the floor. Back to Durant. A strong finish from KD inside.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Randle outside. Pass to Gobert. Outside. DiVincenzo. Now Randle. The jump hook. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Outside Durant. Durant wanting it more.
Well, that's the poise of Kevin Durant. He knows he has the advantage inside over just about anyone in this league.
Here's Randle. And it's Randle with the jam. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Now here's Smith. He's got 9. Back to Durant. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Thompson against Edwards. Gobert up top. Outside McDaniels. Randle a screen on Durant. McDaniels from long range.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Smith. Houston working the ball around. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Smith. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half. DiVincenzo, pass to Randle. Got a piece of it.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
Pass to Shepard for 3. And Houston, another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Naz Reid.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Randle against Smith. A shot to stop the run. Count on it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's going to be on Jabari Smith. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Houston leading by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's McDaniels to the middle. Outside for Randall. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. Randall's got 39.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Pass to Durant. Sengun, a screen on McDaniels. Here comes Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 11 points here in the second half.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Randall inside. He's against Smith. Randall inside. Covered by Smith. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
Julius Randle at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And it's tied up with that one.
Julius Randle has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
Now here's Durant. Give him 31 now. Going inside, and Durant with the big finish.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Thompson outside. Pass to Shepherd. McDaniels against Durant. Over McDaniels. Durant's shot is off. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Back to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. For the lead. Gobert not bothered by the D.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside Durant. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Thompson against DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Smith. For 3, Randall. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Sengun's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Shepherd. Sengun, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Shepherd. He's got 5. 4 on the clock. Thompson fires from way outside. The Rockets again can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Edwards for 3. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple!
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Smith outside. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. A look at the best first-year players when it comes to three-point shooting. Reed Shepherd 4th.
The level of competition in this rookie class around the arc is truly something special. I'm sure he's eager to climb to the top of the list.
Eason's checked in for Shepard, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Dosunmu, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. Into the lane, and it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
Durant, pass to Eason. Back to Durant, to win the cold spell with the 7-footer. That shot, no good. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Pass to Randall. To the paint. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Thompson right side. It's Şengün, high post. He's against Gobert. Şengün passes to Durant. Outside Eason from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
Well, there's a certain edge that Julius Randle plays with that allows him to draw contact.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Finney-Smith's checked in for Durant. And Okogie is subbed in for Thompson. Randall drops them both.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Rockets trail by 9. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
Here we go, 2 games left before postseason action. Let's take a look at the possible field. Taking a look at Houston, and they're sitting with the 5th seed in the conference currently. And of course, there's Minnesota, sitting just 1 spot below them.
I think for Houston, they have to be proud of what they accomplished so far. But they also feel they've left some wins on the table and that their best basketball is yet to come.
Eason finds Green. Houston working the ball around. Highland against Eason. 6 to shoot. Capella in the high post. They need this. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Randall outside with the fadeaway. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 9. Highland with it. And Capella picks him up defensively. Pass to Dosunmu. Randall outside. Launches it. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Capella. Outside Eason. Outside Finney-Smith. Here's Okogie. The 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Highland. 1:07 left in the 3rd. Here's Clark. And a a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
No good on that one. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Good on the second one.
At just about 85% from the line tonight. They've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
Outside Eason. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Shannon's checked in for Anderson.
Team foul. Into the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 1, Terrence Shannon.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Eason. Here's Okogie. Just 5 to shoot. Eason, pass to Capella. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Nasumu outside. To the wing, right side. Outside, Highland. And here's Clark. From downtown, and Shannon gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Outside Eason. 11 feet out. Capella can't get it to go.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 13. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota, Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Dasumu. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. Now here's Finney Smith. Here's Okogie. Sinks the tray.
Oh, money from the corner. The more of those shots Okogie hits, the more time he's going to spend on the floor.
Dasumu, the pass to Randall. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Randall's got 49 in the game.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
Eason finds Green. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Eason. There's the triple. And Houston, another 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Randall, pass to Highland. Reed, a screen on Eason. Up top, Highland, defended by Eason. He shoots it. Highland misses. Rockets trail by 10. Pass to Okogie. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Şengün. Green in the post. He's covered by Dosunmu. Takes a three. Finney-Smith's shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 10. From 8 feet, and it's Highland. That time on the assist by Reed. Highland's gotten his first points in this one.
Boy, Highland working hard for that high percentage shot. That's nicely done.
Pass to Şengün. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for Houston, Alperen Şengün, taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Şengün. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Şengün. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Randall outside. Pass to Reed. Dosunmu outside. And here's Randall. Green covering. 6 on the shot clock. Randall can't hit. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Houston. Eason inside, working on Clark. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Edwards. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 8. Outside, Green. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Şengün with a double team. Dosunmu, pass to Edwards. Ant-Man from the corner.
Well, Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hits you with the three-point shot. Okay, Anthony.
Durant, the pass to Green. Screen by Durant. Left side, Green. Durant against Clark. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 35.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Right side, Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Edwards, the pass to Reed. Fades away, and Edwards the bucket on the assist by Reed. Edwards got 23.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Pass to Okogie. Now Şengün. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Randall outside. And here's Reed. DeSumo outside. Randall inside. Green covering. Randall can't hit. Rockets trail by 9. Right side Easton. Pass to Okogie. Şengün the screen. Okogie into the lane. Right side Easton. Here's Okogie. He's covered by DeSumo. Durant for free. At the arc. KD drains it.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime?
Now Randall. Outside Edwards. Kicks it out to Clark. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Houston working the ball around. Durant, the pass to Eason. Back to Durant. And stolen by Clark. Inside. Here's Randall. Again! What an avalanche! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Durant. Nothing has slowed him down yet.
Almost 40 points on the night and counting.
Lets it go from deep. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Şengün with a steal. On the wing, Durant. And another miss by Houston. Minnesota leading by 8. Randall, the pass to DeSumo. Back to Randall. Driving inside. That one's good for 2. Randall's got 53 points.
Okay, Julius Randall. He excels using his athleticism to get to the rim off the drive.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. So for the Rockets, Smith, he's checked in for Green. Thompson comes in for Eason, and it's Shepard in for Okogie. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's DiVincenzo in for DeSumo. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. A nice shot by Smith.
Well, Smith just has to learn to deal with this. Pro defenses won't be shy about putting contact on you.
Thompson against Edwards. Getting a good look. Edwards.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Down low and stolen by Gobert. Randall deciding where to go with it. They double Randall. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Thompson goes in. McDaniels with the rebound. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Out to the right wing. For 3, Randall. Gobert. Oh, Gobert cleans it up. Wow.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Outside Durant. Pass to Shepard. From outside the arc. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Outside Edwards. Now Randall. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Durant against McDaniels. Here's Şengün. And here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Jabari Smith. Cleared away by Edwards.
You have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
That is an absolute dime from the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Every year gets better as a playmaker.
Durant.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Houston, Kevin Durant taking 2 shots.
Free throw is good from Durant.
There are some superstars who just love to play the game and work on the craft. That is Kevin Durant in a nutshell.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Minnesota leading by 11. Up top, Edwards. Defended by Thompson. Thompson against Edwards. Can't get it.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Şengün, a screen on DiVincenzo.
And I love when Şengün is aggressive inside, making the D foul him right there.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Alperen Şengün. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 10. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Now Edwards. A minute 31 left in the final quarter. Back comes Houston in transition. Durant. The shot is money.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
Edwards attack. Oh! Gets you some!
Show us some power.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Gobert pulls it down.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Timberwolves.
What a huge win for them tonight. It seemed like all was lost for them, but then they battled back.
Yeah, games like this one can really define a team. They were able to prove that they could bounce back from even the most dire circumstances.
And they're going to win this one, making this their 47th victory so far.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
And what a huge performance it was for Julius Randle.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
Here's McDaniels after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Gobert with a screen on Smith. Now Gobert. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
So Minnesota picking up the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Julius Randle.